Hey guys, what's up? Beast and Beast Toys here coming at you. Getting an opening of a Masters of the Universe New Eternia Mosquitor. So just got this at my local Walmart about a little over a week ago, and just now getting around to opening him. But we're going to check him out at any rate. I have read that people say this is one of the better Masterverse figures that we've gotten in general, and I mean overall. I have read some people say this may be their favorite Masterverse figure. Hard to say, but he does initially. I think he looks pretty cool. So we're gonna bust him out of his cardboard prison and see what he looks like. Mosquitor, evil energy draining insectoid. I don't know why. I feel like for a long time since I've got these lately, in the last year or so, I've missed them. I think I started collecting them. It's either a year or 2 years ago. I can't remember. I think 2 years ago. First, I started noticing and reading these when I open it, and then now I'm like, I completely miss. I don't know why. Just caught it the other day when I did my Mantenna video, a couple videos before. I'm like, oh, it says stuff. It says sent by Hordak to New Eternia, Mosquitor drains the weakened planet of its most valuable resource, the power of Grayskull. So, at any rate, let's check him out. So yeah, I found this at my local. Had seen a post or two recently that's saying, hey, these are out. Walmart has them. They're getting them. And my Walmart, I said it the other day in my Mosquito or my Mantenna video, my Walmart had been such crap for the past 2 years. And I told my wife this the other day in the car. So I stopped in a Walmart and looked for something. And I said, hey, it was a different Walmart. So this Walmart don't have nothing. She's like, well, ours does, and I go, surprisingly, yes. And I'm not sure how this is how they manage, but I go, the key thing here being, I said, since they put up, and then I remember when they did this because I took my son on a college visit out of state and stopped at a Walmart not far away, like 4 hours from here, but I stopped at this Walmart and I saw the new display. This was the 1st of August, and then being a school teacher, it was right when I started back to work, basically, or a few days before. But what I'm getting at is they started putting the new toy displays out, which most of you, if you're a collector, you've seen them. Most I think, or some Walmarts have them. However, not all, but my point is when they started putting those out, we started getting new stuff. Well, my Walmart hadn't had new Masters of the Universe at all, and G.I. Joe classified at all in essentially 2 years. And I can tell you the crazy part, and I think goes with most Walmarts is, and if you're a hardcore collector, you'll know what I mean when I say this. The 2 waves that killed them from my store, or wave for each brand, was the G.I. Joe wave, which was Shipwreck, Rock and Roll, and a couple more. It was in the 70s numbers. I do remember that. Well, my store set on like 5 Shipwrecks, 6 Shipwrecks, and a couple other figures, a couple Rock and Rolls or whatever. Masters of the Universe. Oh, you'll get this one. Nude Stratos, Jitsu, Sorceress, that wave. So, when I say that, they didn't sell, they clearance, but they sit there for a long time, especially in mine. But the crazy part is, this is what got me, is they shipped a lot of those out. My Walmart used to clearance a lot of stuff out. Oh yeah, I like this nice touch here with the wings. You can go vertical to an extent, and you can obviously circle and go out. It's very nicely done here. Here he is, and then the snout we can put. He's got pieces for his snout here. We got a couple things here to look at. There's a piece to the back. Okay, so the mosquito part to the back into the body, so to speak. All right, so that'll affect your range of motion with your head probably slightly. Just keep that in mind. not too bad, but it's there. It changes. All right, so check his joint. I always check the knee joints and the ankle joints and all that. Ooh boy, how stiff that bottom part. I worry about bending these too much sometimes. Don't want to break them. Yeah, that one I'm not even getting the bottom part bent. I'm afraid when I snap it, I can't go to Walmart and get a new one because they only had one. I have to order it back from Amazon. There we go. Canceled all my pre-orders on these because I found them in store. All right. So, gun, very similar. Crazy though, mine's bent a little bit. And then the thing is, like, these aren't really cheaper plastic. It's not like these are cheap plastics either. So, but we got his gun, similar to the original. So he's a lot like the original. Okay, so I haven't figured this piece out yet. You can give it the blood look. You can change this panel on the front here, maybe. I say that, and I'm assuming it's gonna pull out. Yeah, I have to get something. It's kind of like yesterday. I did my Mantenna video, and it wasn't. His eyeballs didn't come out like I had hoped they would. And I really don't want to. I'm really trying to be careful. I really don't want to use a knife because I don't want to shave any pieces off. Well, the point is, this does come off. I mean, I kind of want to pull it off just for there, maybe. Oh, I don't have fingernails very well. Ow, man. Trying to get that off. Maybe pull his head off. And I can, yeah, there we go. That helped. Now I can get a better grip on it and pull it towards me. So, you can change this up and put the blood piece on. I like it. I like the horde piece, really. Well, I don't know. It's different, though. Well, I like it full. I like the blood part full. Well, we're going to put this piece back anyway. Be careful. I can tell pushing in this. I'm not digging how I'm putting this back on already. I'm feeling like it's not going back on the way as good as it was. Not matching it up like it needs to be. Well, that might be because there's an interior two pieces that we want to probably plug up in there. That's why. Okay, well, we're about back to normal there. All right, now let's go back to put this head back on. So, as I said, you can essentially do a couple of things here. You have a really long snout here. You can go with the original, which is what I'm going to opt to do at the moment. And then you get this look. So, the only thing I don't know, on what I assume looks like a tail, a mosquito tail. I don't know at what point and where this goes. I guess you can put it out in the front. I don't know. Let me look here. Is that big enough? Well, that almost looks too big. No, it fits. Guess you can do it this way and give it a weird snout. Yeah, I guess that's what it's for. I'm looking on the back of him all over and I'm not finding anything. But hey, we can do this. Guess I'll put them all on since we're showing him off. And that's what you're here for anyway, right? And this thing. And again, I don't know. I kind of feel like I like the original myself better. But this is what I'll say. This is a pretty damn good looking figure, though, in general. The people that said that, hey, I've got this already and have put him together, got him out of the box and suited him up, so to speak, and they say, hey, this figure is as good as they come for Masterverse, I'm not going to necessarily disagree with them. This is a pretty nice figure and pretty well designed, pretty modernized and very nice looking figure from the original look. So there he is, guys. There's your Mosquitor Masterverse New Eternia. Very, very good figure. This may be, I would have to agree, it's in the top 5 of the year for this line in general, I gotta think. I really like this figure. I read someone, a couple of people had commented saying, yeah, I have this figure may be the figure of the year for Masterverse. Maybe, but I will say it is a damn good figure, and it is a top 5 figure for the line this year. So I would agree with that, and it may be in a top all 5. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's in my top 10 all-time Masterverse so far in the few years that I've collected Masterverse, and I've got the majority of them. This is definitely in the top 10 of all the figures. This is a very well done, very modernized look to the new Eternia, to the 7-inch. A few minor things like, you know, this little crease, or this little piece here is kind of bent. I don't know if that was from being, you know, in the box, whatever. But again, you can add a couple of pieces that can change the look slightly. But in general, the wings, the way they made the wings, very good, very well done. They make it, you know, where you can kind of maneuver things how you want it. And they seem to be on there well, like how it's set up, so that's good. Again, nice look of the original, close to the original. Just yeah, overall very good figure. So hope you got something out of this. Hope you saw something you liked, because again, I really like this figure in general. Some people do, some people don't. You know, I see a lot of lists out where people say, hey, my top 5, a lot of YouTube videos. I don't do those, but I watch them occasionally. And I'll be like, yeah, this is my top 5 figures. This is my top 5 worst figures. You know, top 5 best. And you know, I could, but I don't know. Other people do it. But I will say it on occasion when I say, hey, I think this might be my top of the year. You know, going back to 3 years ago, I think it was, doing my video on my one that stands out, and it was kind of a basic troop building figure, but I really loved it that year. Of course, probably 4 years now, because where we're at in the line. My G.I. Joe Classified Crimson Guard, to me, when it came out, it's number 50. I do know that. Remember saying when I did my video that this to me, this is the figure of the year. I have it. You can go back and find it. It's in my videos. It'll be quite a ways back, about 3 to 4 years back. But I will say, once in a while, I'll say this might be my figure of the year, my favorite figure of the year. This, you know, within this line, and this figure here, it's right there. It's up there. This is good. I do like the Masterverse line. Really love the new, and I've said it before, I really love the new Eternia, the focus on the new Eternia, because the new Eternia line is kind of a tribute to the original Masters of the Universe as far as looks and design. So this new Eternia figure here, very well done. Looks a lot like the original, but the new flare and the 7-inch figure, of course. So at any rate, it's very nicely done. It's a good figure. Hope you can find one and you want to go get one. If you're collecting this line, to me, this is a must-have figure. It's especially if you like the Horde, definitely want him involved. So, and on your shelf, of course. So anyway, that's all I got for you. Give it a thumbs up. Hope you got something out of it. So subscribe if you haven't and get notifications of my video reviews. And as always, with New Eternia Masterverse Mosquitor, thanks for watching, guys. I'm Beast from Beast Toys. We'll see you.